Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough. Little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 184. Dylan, we're having a little chat before the episode about breakups.
Yes, we
right?
were.
Now, obviously, we just assumed that most breakups would happen in the afternoon or night time.
Yeah, I'm even
Right.
like nighttime seems like breakup central.
Like midnight.
Yeah,
Like
know.
later.
But definitely later in the day.
Because at least you can sleep.
Yeah,
after
you break
it.
up, you're sad, you go home, get some ice cream, lay in your bed.
But we get some ice cream, little Baskin and Robbins
Yeah,
job.
bro, little tub.
And then we were just thinking, imagine if you got broken up with in the morning.
In the morning or 9 a.m. Like, getting broken up with at breakfast is wild to me.
You just
That's
had
so
Weet Bix.
foreign.
Or you've gone out for breakfast and got broken up
or
with.
you go to go to a house and then you're dumped and it's 9:30 a.m. You've just been broken up with. Now what?
Nothing.
All your friends are at work.
You were saying, you can't even sleep after that.
You can't
Like,
sleep up because there's a long day ahead, bro. You've just slept for 9 hours. You're not sleeping again.
Off you go onto the tools.
What do you do all day? Getting
That's
broken up
horrible.
with in the morning is like, that's unbelievable.
I've never had to deal with that.
No, I've never had to deal with that either, and I couldn't imagine dealing with that.
No.
I would that's like a cruel thing to
I would
put upon
capitulate
someone.
as a human being. I would just
wouldn't
decline.
dump someone in the morning.
No.
I'd feel too bad. I'd be like, no, that's rude.
That's disrespectful.
You don't
yeah.
in the morning, like they've woken up. It's a nice sunny day.
We also
Unbelievable.
had a comparison. So obviously, there's a group called Nelk. The Nelk boys. They're from Canada and America.
Yep.
And what do they do, Dylan?
Just they used to be more pranks. Now it's more vloggy.
Yeah, more
Not
vlogging
pranks,
videos.
but I don't know how they like to. Lately, they've been trying different people's way of lives. They went to Russia and lived that. And this week, they went to They went to 2 Amish villages, I guess.
Yep.
The first one was real, backwards, I would say. And
Okay.
they described it as dirty. They looked a bit haunted, and they called the bloke Hard R. And then they go to the next Amish guy, Honest Abe. And, that part of the video I really enjoyed. And then...
So did they name him that?
Yeah.
So
Kyle,
his
the
name's
main guy,
Abe?
within just meeting him, he was like, oh, can I give you a little nickname? I'm feeling like Honest Abe. And
Okay.
he was like, yeah, I love that.
All right.
And then I just thought he reminds me of Rognetta.
Yeah.
Like, Honest Abe is Josh Rognetta.
And in what way does he remind you of Josh?
Just a little bit mischievous, but wholesome. Really
He
wholesome
is
and happy.
A mischievous, wholesome.
Like when Abe, goes to the nightclub and goes to the strip club, he's very flustered by that and he's very uncomfortable. And I just think that's Rog as well.
Yeah, the very first time that we were sort of going out with him, I remember we were in the car and he was a bit flustered.
And he was green.
He turned green just through car
Because
sickness
he's
and drinking.
so honest as well.
Too honest.
His body turned on him because he can't be, feeling that way.
Yeah, that was sinful.
But Rognetta is our Honest Abe.
What religion or beliefs do Amish people have?
I don't know. I don't know if I think it's more of a lifestyle.
I assume if you're Amish,
I don't know what religion they believe in, but yeah, it's no electricity.
if you're Amish, obviously that would have been passed down from parents and whatnot. They're just so comfortable in the Amish
They're
lifestyle.
Christian.
Okay.
Old Order Amish Mennonite Church.
Amish people scare
They live in
me.
the 1850s pretty much.
Do they scare you or not?
Yeah, they do creep me out.
They're almost not real.
Well, in the podcast, Kyle said that the women wear those hats at night, like the horror movie, it's a little, I don't know how to describe it, and he said it's freaky. He reckons Amish people get weird at nighttime, and I could imagine that.
Yeah, like werewolves. As soon as that moon comes out.
Because I've definitely seen a few creepy movies set in that time period.
Yeah.
And I reckon they were Amish. And, they got the full chin beard going and they're different, bro. It's a different way of living. They, horse and carriage, obviously. They marry second cousins. That's normal there. A lot of them probably do first. But, yeah, second cousins is normal in that community.
A lot of them are funny looking.
Well, yeah,
Probably
that makes
because of
sense
that,
because of
yeah.
the incest and
Ancestral
the
behaviours.
genetics.
Yeah, so I wouldn't like to be Amish. I
No.
appreciate my phone, technology,
I def-
electricity, water.
There's a phone cleanse and then there's being Amish.
What? I haven't watched the video yet. What is like toilet situation like?
I believe they just
Like an outhouse type
like
thing?
an outhouse type thing.
Okay.
Because I'm not actually sure how it would work.
Showers? Bathing? How do
They
they
didn't go
wash?
into that, eh?
Okay.
I would assume. I reckon they bath.
In my
They'd
head,
have to have a bath.
I just see like a horse trough. They're just licking out of it. And stuff.
I think their houses aren't too bad. One of the Honest Abe's house is all right. The first guy's house is pretty dirty, like shitty, and they didn't even stay there the night. They were like, nah.
I saw Honest Abe was having a drink on their podcast as well.
They gave him some of their happy dads, and they also apparently his wine that he makes is incredible.
Really? Were they just taking the
No,
piss, mate?
they were like multiple times. He was like, nah, this is actually a really nice.
Imagine his dirty feet. They'd never get
Yeah,
washed on the
bro.
grapes.
That's probably that extra flavor. But yeah, apparently you're not allowed to drink.
Okay.
But he drinks. They drink when they're sick. A little loophole, and he says it makes them better.
Do you think the Amish people will negatively respond to him going out and living the modern?
Might, but I guess
Okay.
no one will see it.
True, that's what I was thinking. Like,
But someone might relay the message. He did have a wife, Honest Abe.
yeah, a few or just one?
Just one, just the
'Cause
one.
don't
for him.
they have a few? Some of them.
I think so,
Right.
but he just got the one. No incest in his family.
He'd be chuffed about that.
Yep. The other one was definitely there's some cousin and some weird stuff because he's got like no front teeth and shit, and it was
Yeah.
all
Well, that could just be no brushing of the teeth.
poor teeth genetics.
A lot
from
of them-
the incest.
Yeah, true. A lot of them do have yellow teeth or rotting teeth. That's probably
I
lack
definitely-
of toothpaste.
They're definitely lacking on the oral hygiene.
just
for sure.
hygiene in general,
Yeah.
right?
Because apparently, they don't really. I don't think there's a whole lot of like shaving.
Imagine if
stuff.
Lynx, or like a
Lynx Amish.
Yeah, Lynx Amish, and it just
That
stinks.
1850s pong.
See, the thing is, like, we're ripping in on the Amish people, but they were never really.
Maybe we
this.
should go to an Amish community in Perth, bro, and just live there. There's
Would
gotta-
there be one in Perth?
for sure?
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
I reckon it would be like 2 hours out of the city.
Perth Amish
Has to be in the country.
community. Oop. Okay. Meet the McCallums,
Okay.
one of Australia's few Amish families.
So there's not many.
They live in Mandurah.
Really? I was in Mandurah yesterday. Little trip, drive down there.
Or maybe this was just by the man. Oh, no, this was by mandramail.com, but they actually live in Brisbane.
Okay, right. So we'd
Where
have
are the
to-
West Australian Amish?
Well, I've never, you've never seen an Amish.
Here, this is AmishAmerica.com, and they're talking about Australians. I think they live over east.
Okay.
The
So
McCallums are popular.
maybe when we head over there, we can request an interview or something. Because that would be great to have a real Aussie Amish on the show.
And we could maybe spend a night. Have
Spe-
some.
spend
Oh,
the
and they
night.
have the food. Like they obviously make all their own food. Like they slaughter their own animals,
Okay.
and so
You said they get weird at night, Dylan. I don't really want to spend the night.
yeah, they
with
get
them.
weird at night. Definitely, that's what all the Nelk boys said.
Do they
said
like make noises, chants and stuff? Like, is it
you hear
culty?
noises. You hear like apparently what set them off is it was the middle of the night. And like this big clock started dinging, and they were like, "Nah,
Oh.
fuck this! Like it's a horror movie." And they just went to a hotel.
So they left.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we'll come back in the morning, man," and they just left. And then they went and met. This is when they met Honest Abe, aka Josh Rognetta, Honest Josh.
And Josh hasn't watched this yet, but we're going
I
to get him
can't
to
wait
watch
for
it.
his reaction. To be honest,
He hates comparisons. And to
can't
be
believe there's no
wearing
Amish people in. I guess you know what it would take a lot for it to come all the way over here.
It seems more of an American thing for
It
sure.
definitely seems like an American thing because I feel like they have everything over
Where did it
there.
originate from, though?
I want to say America.
Let's have a little Google on that. We do need a
Um,
producer of some sort to sit in the corner and look these things up for us.
Oh no! So the first Amish arrived in America in the mid 1700s. The European Anabaptist movement began well before that in 1525.
Okay.
So yeah, started in Europe, moved over to America, and really caught some momentum.
Sure
Good
did.
for them.
If it's still going now.
Yeah, bro. And they just they do work normal jobs. So like he works construction with normal blokes.
Okay.
But
That's so strange.
They don't know anything. They don't know what the iPhone or an Apple store is. They don't know who LeBron James is.
If we had heaps of money, I would fly a helicopter over the Amish community and just drop 20 iPhones.
yeah, and just let them, and then like set up cameras and see how they develop real
The
quick.
next generation would not be Amish.
No. But they don't even want to like watch TV, you know. They set up one of the basketball games outside to watch LeBron on a TV in the back of the car.
Yeah.
And he comes out, the first dude, hard R, and he goes, "What are you doing? Like, we don't watch that."
He was shocked.
He was shocked, and he goes, "I don't want to watch this." He's like, "I just want to sit inside at the table.
That's so strange.
I want to get a good night's sleep and then get up early and go to work."
What's
Slaughter-
his job? Oh, slaughtering.
He just slaughters. Like, I think he just maintains slaughters the animals, milks them. I don't know, fucking chops wood. They love chopping wood, obviously, to keep the house warm.
Nah.
That's that Amish lifestyle, bro.
Would you ever?
Nah, I couldn't live like that.
Could
bro.
you do a day?
I could do a day.
I don't reckon I could slaughter an animal, eh?
Oh yeah, I think I would feel guilty.
Yeah. What animal would be the least, like which animal would you least care about slaughtering?
The chicken?
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like I'd feel worse killing a cow than a chicken.
Yeah, because cows are like big
Big
boys.
animals, you know, they got a lot of life in them. Chickens
they-
are a bit,
Cows probably have a big heart, you know what I mean?
but then should we eat it if we can't kill it? I don't know.
I don't really want to eat my own food.
Like, you don't want to kill it then eat it.
Nah, because then I'd feel even more guilty because that's inside of me now, you know
That
what I mean?
energy, bro. You rather that processed stuff. You
That's
don't know where
bad.
it's come from.
Yeah, no, definitely. I never want to know. Like, imagine you kill a chicken and then you cook it and you eat it and then it's inside.
It's probably
of
a
you.
better way to live, though. It's more like
Yeah.
better for Nate. You know what I mean? But it's definitely it's a level above.
Even my dad, like that's one long generation or like one generation, right?
Mm.
But he was like not killing chickens, but his dad was
Yeah.
in the backyard and then they'd eat them for dinner.
It's probably good for you. High quality meat.
Oh, definitely.
I've never killed an animal.
No,
like,
neither.
I've killed little, you know, whatever insects, but not a proper thing that has feelings.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Have I? No, I haven't.
See, driving, like, you might accidentally hit something.
Mm.
Like, I've killed a bird once. That was completely accidental. It just
Yeah.
went straight into the front of the car.
Not much you can do about that.
No. But apart from that, like,
Yeah, I've never like, you know, imagine shooting a big cow and it just slumps, bro.
nah. I remember there was a kid and I was good friends with him and he told me that he'd killed a cat.
Oh, yeah, I think I know who you're talking
Yeah, with a
about.
knife.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
No longer friends with him because I got scared.
He definitely would have.
Yeah. There's probably been
Some
more
terrible
since.
luck, that bloke.
Yeah, awful.
All
awful.
around him, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
That's life, isn't it? That's what happens when you kill cats.
I would love to see Josh Rognetta, in an Amish community.
I think I don't think he'd ever want to leave.
You reckon because that just
He'd find himself a nice wife and
good
she's-
sense of community?
Yeah, and she's, you know, she's relaxed.
how many
She's-
teeth does she have?
All of them. Maybe she's a well-kept Amish.
Does she
She's
know?
like pretty.
Does she know how to do physio?
Maybe they have like an Amish version. He could bring that to the community. There you go. That he'd be like God.
Yes, rehabilitation.
I love how his lifelong dream is to just be in a small private practice as physio.
Yeah, he did
that's his
tell us
dream,
that.
bro. It's incredible. Like, I feel like he doesn't have aspirations. He doesn't really care about like anything else besides just might just be a physio.
Yeah,
It's
but that's what he likes.
Yeah, I know, and it's so
it's
like
hard
it's
for us to
interest-
believe because
It's interesting. He doesn't want to like travel, or I feel like he doesn't want
surely
like
he wants to
he
travel.
doesn't want
right?
first class, or
He,
I don't think he gives a fuck about any of that.
I care so much about first
maybe
class.
maybe he's just more evolved. Like, he doesn't care about the material things.
Do you reckon that's more evolved? That seemed a
don't
bit
know, bro.
Amish to me. You know what I mean?
He just
doesn't-
wants to be in a little small private practice, and that makes him happy.
It's like I was messaging you boys the other day about the physio I was at, and I was like making it out like it was this amazing
Like
thing.
it was heaven, yeah.
But in my eyes, it was heaven for Josh. Like I could see him there so
Thriving?
easily,
Just
thriving.
thriving, bro.
Oh, it was amazing. But yeah, small private practice would suit him. Imagine if he could own his own practice and it's just him.
Yeah, just him, and maybe like obviously he'll run it down so his daughter will work there,
Yeah.
his son.
Yeah.
Get a cousin in or something.
Yeah.
They love cousins, like
They do.
working with each other, giving each other jobs.
Oh, that's great. We've heard of it once, but they love it.
Yeah.
They do.
Rognetter's practice.
Oh.
Rognetter's physiotherapy.
Amazing.
It'd be in Canning Vale.
He doesn't understand. Like, if he were to come on the show,
It'd probably be the greatest episode of all time.
that and whatever he's doing in his life, he would get more money. He'd get more business. It would help him a lot.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of reach, you know?
And I feel like everyone would want to help him.
We've got a bit of reach. He needs a bit of reach. Those little arms.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Those little Amishes. All right, voice messages.
Voice messages.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
This one's a update from Nicole. You know how her mum was trying to get her to pay rent when she's living out of home or house sitting?
I do remember that.
Hey lads, just thought I'd follow up from this week's Poddy. I ended up caving and I sent my mum the money because her excuse was if you're living in the real world, the renters won't put your rent on hold when you're not at home or if you go on holiday. So I just paid her the money because she was pissing me off, but I still don't think that it's warranted that I should have paid for it. But anyway, I guess I'll just have to. And in regards to like where people live and stuff, I just come out of one that was in Hillary, so that was a really good, like nice, massive house. And the one that I'm in now is like a pretty good house, a bit smaller but still quite nice. And most people charge like $30 a day, but because I'm a vet nurse, I've got like qualifications and shit, so I use it to my advantage and I charge $50 a day. And the lady that I'm at now offered $80 a day, so it's a pretty good gig. I got paid. I'm here for like 20 days or something, and I'm getting paid like freaking $1,700.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Like, so she gets $1,700 and she's just chilling at their house.
Just make sure nothing goes wrong, basically.
Yeah.
That's what that job is.
House. That's interesting.
So she caved in and paid the mum.
I guess mum's just trying to.
It's a life lesson.
Yeah, she's saying, look, this is you're an adult now.
It's annoying, but it's good parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna make your kids do that? I probably won't.
No.
I'll have enough billions. I don't need their little petty rent. I don't need your pocket money, son.
They can stay at home forever. Yeah, I mean, we've talked
Experience
about
lots
it.
of things
Obviously,
and-
we'd be on the higher end scale in the multi-million-dollar mansions and whatnot. Even just for the name, like, oh yeah, Jamo and Dylan have stayed in this house.
Yeah, it adds a bit of value
I think
know,
so.
at the real estate auctions.
We've been watching the new season of Selling Sunset, Dill, and one thing I've noticed is they thrive off someone like a celebrity that's lived there before.
Yeah.
Like they can up the value.
It's such an LA thing as well. Yeah.
It's like a huge selling point is that, for example, I just watched an episode where they were at Elvis and Priscilla Presley's
Oh, wow. I
honeymoon
haven't seen
home.
that one.
Yeah.
Is it good? Good app?
It's decent. Palm Springs.
I found this season has more like flirty, like sexual stuff a lot more
Okay. Yep.
compared to other. And then obviously, we already knew this before, but what's her name? Chriselle and G. She calls her G.
Yeah.
G
G-Flip.
changed my life.
G-Flip. But yeah, no, Grace and I have been flying through that, and I think we've only got like 3 episodes to go or something. But there is one episode that you'll really like.
Okay.
Extreme Conflict
Wow, beautiful. That's what I need.
and C-word thrown around.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's elite.
Yeah, okay.
People crying, leaving the dinner
Yeah,
table. Oh
yeah.
my God.
It's
You'll
the best
love it.
one of the best shows of all time,
It is.
honestly. Like
It did take a little bit for me this season
to get into it.
Some,
Some of the other ones have been like top tier.
yeah. But they lose a lot of the good characters and stuff and
Yeah.
the drama people. But
They're still keeping it going.
trust me, there's a few episodes in a row where you're on the edge of your seat wanting to know who
You
calls
just
the
like
next
click
person
next.
a bitch. Yeah.
I watched a bit of the McGregor documentary too. 2
Good?
eps. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, I might have to
There's a
give it
lot
a
that
watch.
happens that behind the scenes, just with it, particularly injury and stuff. It's just like this is unbelievable. These
Right.
blokes are psychopaths.
Yeah.
Crazy people to be a fighter.
Oh, most definitely. I
Crazy
watched
people.
Tommy G. You and I are big fans.
Yeah.
YouTuber. Like he does elite.
Goes into the most dangerous areas in each city and assimilates.
Remember Street Beefs?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Elite
bro.
YouTube channel.
I loved that.
So
That was one of the best days of my life when you found it, and I was just like, "This is heaven for me."
so it's still going, right?
Because that
and-
was like he'd just get like a crackhead and a homeless fight. Oh, well, the best one was a house tour of his crack homeless. Like
That wasn't to do with Street Beefs, but yeah, that was just a homeless house tour.
that was elite.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy G goes to a Street Beefs event and talks to all the fighters and stuff. And it's weird. They all love each other. It's a community, right? And they love fighting, and they don't have much else going on, so they need something, and they need a family. A lot of them come from like horrible places and stuff and backgrounds, but yeah, they just come together and just smash each other.
I love that. There was also back in the like felon fights. I used to love that. That was like brutal though, because they were obviously ex-cons just fighting in the real world, and
I remember there was one horrible one where we were sitting here watching. It was like a couple of years ago, and someone's head got kicked.
Yeah. So what happened? They obviously like one was this big like they're always burly little bulldogs, and it was a Mexican and a white dude.
Yeah.
And the Mexican had like knee, like the shorts were like halfway to his shin.
Yeah.
He probably had like Nike Cortezes on or something. They were just swinging. He gets him. The Mexican knocks the fuck out of this white guy, and then while he's on the floor, like face down, he starts like dropping knees onto his head. I've never seen dropping knees into his head, bro. And the sound that the white dude made was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever heard.
It nearly made me vomit, man.
It's horrific, that video. And it's still on YouTube, and it's unbelievable.
Watch it after this.
I love it so much. Just the sound he makes. I gotta watch that Tommy G video though.
Yeah, we'll pop that on.
Hey boys, I just can't keep this in anymore. I've been with my partner, who is a male, for 5 years, and he swallows his toothpaste after he brushes his teeth. I want to hear your thoughts, opinions. Like, I make him spit it out most of the time, but like if he's too lazy to get up to get his toothbrush, I'll get it to him in bed, and then he swallows his toothpaste with all this shit, and then puts it next to the bed and leaves it till morning. Like, I can't believe anyone's so rattled by this. Like, this is criminal in my eyes. So I'll let you know.
Swallows his toothpaste.
Yeah, she was obviously nervous in that one. But
she was.
That
sorry.
is disgusting.
It is.
Man just gulps the toothpaste down and then pops it on the... He's a fucking... an animal of a man.
Does he understand the concept of brushing your teeth? You're brushing all the dirt and gunk and yucky shit out of your teeth.
He's just brushing and going...
Gulp, bro.
That's his little night snack, bro. Helps him sleep.
Disgusting.
Ew. And that means his mouth is all... He's not washing out either. It's all pasty.
Oh, bro, it's crusty and white.
Ew.
It's all crusty and white in the morning.
Why is she still with him? What a loser.
Oh.
I actually hate this bloke.
So you can't find anything.
Neville.
There. I could find him, but that's a story for another day.
I don't even want to know what he looks like.
Oh, I found another person for our friend in Melbourne. I'll show you it after. It was
he
very
happy?
impressive. Yeah. So obviously the difficulty of me finding these people is increased when I'm in Perth and they're in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
However, I put my skills to the test. I believed in myself, and the name that was presented on the dating app was different.
Wow.
Right? It was a shortened version of a full name, but there are lots of variations of the full name. Got it done in about 20 minutes.
That's a good test.
It was a bit longer than usual, but I got the job done, and I'll show you that after.
You take that.
Yeah, definitely. He was very impressed.
Hey fellas, just listen to episode 175, and he's talking about Diary of the Wimpy Kid, right? So I think it was last year, the year before. I don't know how I found out, but one of the kids, the actors on the Diary of the Wimpy Kid show, shot and killed his mum like 2 years after the movie come out. It's fucking wild. Just thought you wanted to hear what you had to say about it. It's pretty cooked. Yeah, love your shit. Keep it up. Cheers, boys.
I never knew that.
I knew it, but it's not one of the main people.
I never knew that.
Let me do some research. Diary of a Wimpy Kid shooting. I don't even remember this kid. Do you remember him?
No. Has he been in other shows?
Oh no, that's him in Riverdale.
Wow. Okay, so lots of people would know him then. That was a popular show.
Yeah, he was 21 and had planned to kill his mother. He shot and killed his mother while she was playing piano at her home.
Oh.
The next day, he allegedly loaded his car with 3 fire... Fuck me. Canadian actor Ryan Grantham was sentenced to life in prison after he pleaded guilty to killing his mother in March 2020. Right? He was 21 years old. He'd planned to kill his mother And then he wanted to drive around and commit mass murder at his school.
Oh, bro.
So he killed his mother while she was playing piano in her home. And then he allegedly loaded his car with 3 firearms,
Playing a bit of Mozart, bruv.
Molotov cocktails, ammunition, camping supplies,
Molotov cocktails.
and a map that had directions to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's home.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe it was the Canadian president at the time. So that's crazy. Obviously, he's severely mentally ill from this.
Wow. I wonder what went wrong. I wonder what made him snap.
Okay, here you go. This is why he killed his mum. A psychiatrist said that he killed his mother so she wouldn't have to see what he was about to do at the school. So kill the mum.
And then what happened? Did he end up getting caught before the school?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good,
so he
good.
couldn't do any of that nonsense.
Hi boys, currently listening to your Monday, obviously your Monday covers, the most recent one, where you're like calling Josh Rognetta weird for not sitting with you guys. How do you guys not know that he doesn't have a girlfriend? Like, he could be on a date right now. I know you don't, seems like he's like the bully one of the friendship group, the one that you bully and like to make fun of, but you never know. He could have been on a Tinder date. You wouldn't know.
I would know. 'cause
Was
I
he on a
there.
Tinder date?
He was not. So this is what happened at the football. So
Was he all alone?
Obviously his team lost, my team won.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha ha. Saw him at halftime. So if he did have a date, he could have left her in the seat.
True. That's
Right.
rude, though.
Definitely. And Josh isn't. Well, he is rude. Isn't
He's
he?
not like he wouldn't leave a
No,
lady.
he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He's a gentleman. So we saw him at halftime, and he was sitting in the sun on the wing,
Yeah,
beaming heat. Like,
getting that vitamin D.
you know what he was wearing?
A Geelong.
Long clothing.
Oh,
So he
okay.
there was a Geelong polo.
Okay, I rate that. Yeah.
He wore like an undershirt,
Oh, yeah, like a long sleeve.
like a long sleeve. It wasn't extremely thick like a sweater, but it was a thin type. And then he was wearing long pants. I can't remember exactly what they were, but it was long.
so he could have
everything.
got away without the long sleeve under.
He should have worn a singlet and shorts in that sun. In the direct heat at that stadium, it's fucking hot. Anyway, so we saw him, had a little chat. He had no faith in his team, which is rare because
Yeah,
normally
he was not faithful the whole week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then no girl was present. So I think we can shut that down. But yeah, if he ever sees a girl, maybe we'll tell you.
No girlfriend at the moment for Josh.
No. A
So-
single man. What did we ask him the other night? How's single life? And instead of him saying, yeah, it's fun and exciting, he said it's sad and lonely.
Yeah.
So we wish him all the best. And we'll try and nurse him through this, inviting him out to places.
He won't even come play golf. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know,
He
mate.
will not do it.
It's a joke.
But he did it once before.
Yeah, like when we were 16.
I don't get why he won't. It's fun.
Maybe,
Goes to the gym, bro. Surely you can hit the ball far.
yeah, or just
Come on.
connect. Golf is more about spending time with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why all these blokes do it in their 40s.
Yep.
It's their only chance to get out of the house.
Mhm.
You know, get away from the wife for some hours in the morning,
Yep.
get out from under, get a bit of freedom, out in the golf course,
Most
like a bird, bro.
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
Follow up from last week, Dill.
From the nicest bloke ever, whose girl that he was interested in got stolen at a party by one of his good friends.
Yep. And a tier 1 friend from what this message
Yes.
looks like.
So he goes, that was gold, fellas. Appreciate you including it and the nice words. The story is from a while back, and although a hot topic at the time, me and my mate put it behind us, and I've since found a lovely girlfriend.
Oh, wonderful.
He was and still is a tier 1 mate, which is why there was some hard feelings, but not worth ruining our relationship. A dog move indeed, however. If you're ever in Adelaide and need anything, hit me up.
Oh, that's
Thank
lovely.
you. That's a gentleman right there.
And that's what we were saying about, him being a nice bloke. We could tell it from his voice,
Yep.
So we respect him. We appreciate that offer. We're happy. Sometimes there are happy endings to stories. And this
Exactly.
seems like there is one of
The
them.
lesbian love story is the main story that we need an ending to.
Exactly.
We need an update. So if you're out there, please get in contact.
It's like we're stranded on a deserted island.
Yeah, and I
like,
just they're like our raft.
yeah,
They're the
and
ship.
we don't have a flare. We don't have anything to shoot up into the sky. So we just wave our hands aimlessly for hours and hours.
Question for the pod boys: the girlfriend of 4 years has just ended things. What's the best way to move on? Oh, brother, I'm feeling for you, mate. 4 years and she's just gone. Look,
I've had enough.
I'm out.
Off to Europe.
I'm
with
done.
The girls.
Yeah, off to Europe. Croatia's calling. You know.
You know what she's gonna do there, man? Boat parties.
No.
Big 8-inch willies.
Oh no, men from all around the world, South
She-
Africans, South Americans.
She has a mouth.
Good God, I
They
feel
have a
for you,
dig.
mate.
You know what's gonna happen.
They're exotic. They got an accent.
They do.
It's that accent, bro.
What do you have?
Okay, so what can you do? I don't know, man. Find some hobbies. Keep yourself busy. You got to keep yourself busy.
I agree.
Busy.
Yeah, spending time with mates. Catch up with people you haven't seen in a long time.
Send a few DMs.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly. You got to put yourself out there. 100%.
Hit the town. Chat to some strangers.
Try something new.
Mm.
I don't know.
Jump out of a plane.
Just keep busy. Yeah, do some things. Try and find yourself. You got to keep busy, bro, because she's going to be keeping busy.
Take up Muay Thai.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fighting.
Yeah. Do something like that. Maybe some freestyle wrestling, some
Imagine if we
jiu-jitsu.
say that and he gets beaten up every time he's there.
No, but then one day it'll all come together,
Mm.
and then he'll be like, "Wow, that 4 years of getting my ass kicked was
He'll
worth
win
it."
his
And then
first fight in Wollongong
Yeah.
in front of 12 people. No.
Wollongong like local championship,
Mm.
get a little gold medal.
Wollongong Wrestling
Nice,
Club.
bro. That
But
doesn't
no.
sound too bad.
In all honesty, yeah, plenty of time with friends. Keep yourself busy. Get out of the house. Just don't isolate yourself and be like, I understand people process things differently,
Yeah.
but in our experience, definitely got to keep yourself busy.
100%
and do
keep busy.
things.
And it's a theme this week. We've got another breakup.
Oh no. Is this person getting broken up with, or are they breaking up?
I think I can't remember.
Okay.
Let's see. Take me on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
Hi lads, just finally got out of an on and off relationship that lasted 4 years that started when I was 14, 15 and I'm now 18.
All right.
It was extremely toxic and just glad to have it all done with. However, I never had any other experiences of talking to girls or trying, and I'm about to go to college with basically zero experience besides her. Just want some advice on how to deal with a long breakup and also get back into it, especially considering that I genuinely have no experience. Thanks, lads. Love the Poddy from Ireland.
Very honest from him.
A lot of
We
love out there,
appreciate that.
bro. Would love to visit one
There
day.
is.
We'll be there one day.
We will. We'll be in Dublin.
Beautiful. I've heard a lot of great
Belfast.
things about it, about Ireland. I've heard it's a beautiful
Most
place.
definitely. All right. So
He's off to college.
it's a little bit similar to the last
Yeah.
one, but I think this is almost a good thing for him. If they were
Yes.
together since 14 and now
This
he's
is
18,
This is good.
he's like, okay, well, this is perfect now. Like, this is your time to grow as a person.
The only way to obviously get better at talking to girls and stuff is you just got to do it.
Yeah.
Don't be creepy and weird about it, but you just got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Be confident. The more you talk to them, the more comfortable you'll be, and just see how you go.
Maybe this will help.
You're
what
at
are
college with the
things
lads.
not to do? So things for him, like the worst ways
Don't
to
be
approach
creepy.
girls. Yeah.
Don't stare for a long time.
Yeah. Don't,
don't
stare
stare.
for a long time. Don't send creepy DMs.
Nah. Try and get their vibe, you know. If you you know, you might catch a nice look off someone, or you're at the pub with the lads
Yeah.
drinking a bit of Guinness,
Yeah.
and you know, you strike up a conversation. So just keep it natural, but put yourself out there as well. You know, similar as the guy before. You got to get out and about.
Needs to like leave all his inhibitions at home.
Yeah, live an exciting life.
Yeah. Listen to Jamo and Dylan. Listen to our words.
I think he'll
listen
be
to our
fine.
voices and do as
I have
we
a lot
say.
of confidence in him.
You do?
Yeah. Bit of Irish charm, right? The other
Surely.
bloke might be in a
Irish.
yeah, little leprechaun. But the other blokes, I feel more for him. He's rough, bro. He's just been dumped after 4 years in Wollongong.
Yeah.
He's fucked. This
Yeah.
bloke's in Ireland going off to college with the lads, bro. Oh, how life can throw some curveballs.
Most definitely.
But yeah, I think you'll both be fine. I think the second guy will probably be a little bit better off.
Yeah, the other guys seem really
The
sad.
first guy's in for it. Maybe, talk to someone. Like a psychologist could help.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To seek real help.
I think just try everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe go see a clairvoyant. I
Right
don't know.
now, you need to scrap. You need to scrap your way out of this.
Yes, you've got to dig out of that hole, bro.
Pretend you're a baby. You know how like babies get thrown into water at a young age to learn how to swim?
Sink or swim, yeah.
Chuck them in. And what we're going to do with you, because you need a little bit of
Chuck
help,
you in.
we're going to chuck you in, but with one
Floaty?
one floaty on the right
I
arm.
like that.
Instead
like a
of
pink
two,
little dinosaur one.
Yeah, a pink little dinosaur one on the right arm, and
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
you can stay afloat. Well, you will.
Yeah.
We believe in you. You're a listener, so we appreciate you.
And then next week we throw you in without the floaty.
See,
And you'll learn to
it's gonna be
swim. You
sink
have
or
to.
swim. If you don't, you drown.
He could just be like, you know what, fuck it. Down to the bottom.
But no,
and the old
hopefully not.
lifeguards jumping in.
Nah, that's sad.
But the second bloke, I reckon's in for a good time,
Yeah.
bro.
Breakups, man.
Tough.
Tough indeed. It takes a while as well. Time is like time is your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a bit of time. You might be in the dumps for a few weeks, but just know that after that few weeks, it'll be a little bit less painful.
Message us with like your roughest breakup stories. I kind of want to know.
Yeah, okay. So send in your breakup stories.
Roughest, saddest. Yeah. If they're in the morning specifically,
God.
please. I like want to know. And I'm not talking like 6 a.m. after a night out. I'm talking you've woken up on a
Yep.
Wednesday and you've been dumped at 9 o'clock. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's gone, let's
She's
go
gone
get
for a
coffee.
run
We
in
need
the
to
coffee.
talk.
Yeah, she brought back bagels and then
Yeah.
he dumped her. I can't do it anymore.
She's brought her sausage dog.
I'll keep the latte though, you know? Unbelievable.
So yeah, send in your breakup stories. Also, stop sending Who's Punching submissions into our DMs. We will not get back to you.
Yes.
Send them to the emails who'spunching@gmail.com. Also, we've got a few messages. The fellas used Who's Punching as a segment. They seeked our permission. We appreciate them. They sent us.
Yes, they did. They
sent us a message. We gave them the all clear, and then they also gave us a bit of a shout out on their episode, which is great of them.
Yeah.
Friends of the show, obviously, great blokes,
Best of friends.
best of friends indeed. And you know, we're teeing something up for next year. Obviously, it's been long awaited. Everything with our show, it's been long awaited. Remember, we were supposed to go over east, and it never worked.
And then it did though.
It did, but we only got to go to Melbourne for a few
We're
days.
putting in our, you got to put in the hours to be a master.
Yes, it is at 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
What are we at? We've done 184 episodes. It's like 184 hours.
But you add in like editing and all of
Oh,
that.
bro.
So like it's a combined deal.
It's
you
like
know?
there's more hours get put in, not on a Thursday when
Yeah,
we
this
record.
is the easy part.
Yeah.
This takes the least amount of time.
Mm,
Yeah.
most definitely. Oh yeah, so I was talking to you during the week about getting mouth tape for when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Did you try it?
No, so I haven't. We went to two chemists and they didn't have it, so I was a bit like, oh,
It does
well.
seem like an American thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because I was talking about that with you, and then the fellas released an episode and they were talking about doing it. And I was like, this is so strange because they talked about it just before the Who's Punching. And I think Freezy's going to try it, but I haven't done it yet. I really need to. I'm a mouth breather when I
Yeah.
sleep.
Apparently it's real bad for you, eh?
Well, what it is, it's like you're inhaling everything that's in the air. It's easier for you to get sick. You have a lesser quality of sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to try it. I'm going to get some mouth tape. Apparently, like my fear was that, or if my mouth is taped closed, what if my nose gets blocked and then I die?
True. I think you'll be alright.
Apparently, you just wake up.
Yeah.
If you're going to die, you just wake up. So
I guess you'll find out.
what if I wake up and then I'm like,
Yeah,
panic,
you're all-
and I'm just like, I have a panic
All snotty
attack.
and shit. Looking like a baby.
Oh, that's fucked. But yeah, I'd love
That'd be
it.
sick.
Apparently, it's like instant results as well. So like if you use mouth tape and you are a mouth breather, because I think you only find the big effects.
If you're, yeah.
Yeah. And then like you wake up in the morning and you're like, wow, that's a great
Feeling
sleep.
good.
Because I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
Okay.
I remember after Levers, that was a good sleep because it was
Oh,
like 14 hours.
I passed out, bro, on my bed, like with my legs off the side of the bed. I
Yeah?
just like, like when you lay on the edge of the bed.
You know, some of my favorite sleeps are on a couch, like during something. I don't know, that might sound weird. Like, there's a couch up there, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a very long one. So I can lay on my back and my legs overhang, right? But I'll be laying there and Dad'll be over there watching the footy or something.
And that's when you doze away.
Yeah, on like a Sunday if I've been editing or something.
Yeah.
and I'll doze away, and it's always like an hour and a half, 2 hour.
But you feel a bit rejuvenated after? Yeah, that's
You know
fair.
what's weird when you like wake up in the morning and like you have a nap and you wake up and it's like 6 p.m. It's like just before dinner.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, like I've got work today.
It's weird, bro. Yeah.
It's strange how the brain works.
It's freaky.
And then dreams, apparently, with mouth tape, you dream a lot better.
Wow, that's good. I dream a little bit, but like not, I don't usually remember it. Or,
My quality of dreams, like people see dreams in 4K, 1080p. I'm watching them in 360.
yeah, my quality's not great.
Yeah. And my like memory of these dreams is quite poor as well.
Yeah, like I said, I only used to be good with that lucid dreaming trend I did.
That
but,
was so funny.
you know, maybe we'll give that a go sometime.
We will. Let us know what videos you want to see from us. Obviously, we can pump out some YouTube videos and whatnot. I had an idea as well yesterday. Oh, yeah. So I was at Nando's, right? It was about it would have been an 8.5,
That's good.
but you know how sometimes I get garlic bread?
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Oh,
It sucked.
that's unforgivable in a
Uncharacteristic
way,
as
and
well.
uncharacteristic. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was watching the guy who made it too, and he was young. He's probably like 16. And I was really angry, but I was kind of like, well, it looks like
Also,
you knew.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, you've got a bit of time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was sitting there and I was watching, like, the Uber Eats people and the Deliveroo and whatnot. And I was thinking, it's not a very hard job, is it?
No, not at all.
And I was thinking maybe you and I could sign up,
And just
right? And do a video. You and I do, like, a day's work each and have a cameraman each with us and see who makes the most money or has the highest rating at the end of the day
yeah,
or
I
something.
get what you're saying.
Or we could do it together.
Little Uber Eats day. Just
If
see what
we
can be made.
So let's say we did Uber Eats and like obviously you're meeting people at the door most of the time. Do you reckon anyone would notice us?
I'd hope so. Like, I'd want at least one or two.
People would be
Otherwise,
shocked.
They'd be shocked that we're not to like white guys because there's, it's
Yeah.
not a very. We'd be a minority in the industry, bro.
I wish that we were like Kanye West or someone that was like really well
mega
known.
famous. So just
like,
make
rocking up
people's
at the
whole
door.
year. Yeah. We can probably make one person's like lunch.
Because
They'll
it
be like, oh, that
reminds
was cool.
it reminds me of when you, Lockie, and I delivered the merch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we even drove down to Rockingham or Mandurah or something
Yeah,
for one of them.
that was far.
And there was a couple of homes that we drove past and said, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, there was one that was crazy.
And then there was some that was so good. I'm like, how are they living better than me?
Yeah.
Buying my merch. This is
Yeah.
fucking, I don't like this now.
Oh, there was one that was really nice.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I'd love that. And I love the rich houses, the Golden Triangle.
Oh,
just
it's
spending
heaven,
a lot of
bro.
time around there. Oh, it's great.
It's a great place to be in Perth. As
Indeed.
good as it gets.
Anyways, we'll wrap it up there. Send in those breakup stories.
Yes. We'll make a
Good,
story
bad,
too.
in between. We will. And if there's any guests you want to see on, because we haven't had a guest for
We'll
a
probably
while
do
now.
one.
So yeah, big love. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.